My name is Katrina, from Katrina and the Waves, lead singer and guitar player.
Hello, I'm Alex Cooper, the very important drummer.
I'm Kimberly Rue, guitarist.
And I'm Vince Dela Cruz, even more important bass player.
But very boring.
I understand all of you are from Cambridge, right?
We all live in England, yes. Kimberly and Alex live in Cambridge, and Vince and I live not far from Cambridge. It's out in the sticks, though, basically.
And you're from the university, too?
No, just
No,
these two.
just Kimberly. Kimberly and I are the intelligent ones. These two are American.
Oh, you are American?
Yes, Katrina
Yes.
are Americans.
I'm American, and Vince, down on the end, is American.
Vince was born in Okinawa, right?
That's right, yes.
Born in Okinawa, and I lived there for 10 years. And my parents met and got married in Japan.
Oh, yeah. So you should, you forgot the language, or?
I didn't learn very much of the language. I went to American school.
Do you remember the music they're playing then?
You mean Sakura and all that? Oh, yeah, it was the Monkees and the Beatles.
It was?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good, right. And you grew up in the States. You're from Kansas?
I was born in Kansas, that's right. And then I moved out right away with my father because he was in the Air Force. So we moved to Germany right away, then Holland, and then England, where I've lived for the past 10 years.
And where did you get together? How did you
Well, I
come
met
across me?
Vince, the other American, when I was 16 years old in the church choir on a military base in England. And we put a little group together, and we met Alex and Kimberly, and we all decided to be a group, and we named ourselves Katrina and the Waves, and here we are.
This is something, right? I mean, what was the other group? Foreigner was Anglo-American, right?
Foreigner
that's
and
Yeah,
Fleetwood
funnily
Mac.
enough, one of foreigners even from Cambridge as well.
Do you feel that your group is different because that you
Because
are
they're foreigners?
partly American and partly
Because, well, maybe. I don't think we're that different because of that reason. I think we're different.
We're just a bit more boring with the English guys.
As I was saying, Mr. De La Cruz, I think we're different because we've got some good songs.
What about the language? I mean,
Yeah, it is a problem, actually. You know, despite the fact that these two have been living in England for many years, they still have not learnt English, which is a problem.
So I usually have to interpret
Right.
between Alex and Vince and Katrina.
Yeah, he's a very good English-American interpreter.
tell us about they told us you became very hot first in the Indies record chart.
That's right, yeah. We started in Canada, of all places, and made a couple of records for Canada. And some of that enthusiasm sort of spread down into America. As, people were coming to the gigs and going away feeling like they'd really seen something. And we got signed with an American company. And that spread into Japan and England. And here we are.
Oh, first was Canada, then?
That's right, yes. First Canada. So we are an Anglo-American band who had to go to Canada to make it first.
Well, why Canada?
Well, they say Canada's a sort of halfway house between America and England, so perhaps...
So you purposely chose Canada?
Well, I mean, we were not having any success with the record companies in England. We were, you know, producing tape after tape, and they were producing various excuses as to why they weren't going to do anything with us. So we just made a record ourselves, and it so happened that one of the most interesting companies that became interested in us was in Canada, and we thought, well, or shall we say our manager thought, well, but Canada is very near America, which we've always thought was a very obvious place for us to be a little bit successful. I'll wake you up when I finish, right?
Did you have any other group in your mind, you know, sort of rivals when you got started? You want to be like this group? Or?
Not really in Cambridge, no. No, that's a small town, and they're right, though, we didn't have many rivals, you know.
We are like a lot of different groups, you know, in different songs. Maybe sometimes like, a bit like The Who, and maybe sometimes a bit like the Rolling Stones, and maybe sometimes a bit like Blondie or the Shangri-Las from the past. Or
But we never tried to copy any
one,
particular
no.
style.
We can only really,
Copy bands that are extinct.
we can
So-
only really play one way, and that's just, we just plug in and we play, and I open my mouth and I sing, and it always comes out a certain way, and we don't really have to try to push it in a certain direction.